What is up, guys? This is Mekkah, and today I'm playing Pokemon Showdown, apparently, because I felt like doing so. I'm just gonna play some random battles. I like random battles. I used to play Pokemon competitively quite some time ago. Used to write stuff for Smogon. Now I don't anymore. Now I just sit there and have fun. So let's have some fun tonight. Alright, so we got a Shuckle with the webs. I do know some things about Sun and Moon OU, but not that much. I know webs are pretty cool. Got Tyrantrum, Arceus, Superior, Greninja, Stunfisk. So this is a pretty good team, I think. This thing can set up and sweep me, probably. So that kind of scares me, but I do have Claire. And I have a Ghost Arceus that's not too great against Scrafty. I don't know what ability this Scrafty has, because if it has Shit Skin, I'm kind of scared. I'm just going to Toxic it turn 1. And hope that if it sets up that it's not Shit Skin, basically. Basically we're hoping for Moxie. So let's see how that works out. And let's wait for our amazing opponent to make a move. Go straight for the Drain Punch. That's cool. And now we got some time to get the webs up. Let's see if OBS is recording. It seems to be. I watch a lot of, well, I don't watch a lot of Pokemon YouTubers. I watch like one Pokemon YouTuber. His name is ThunderBlunder777. It's pretty good. Okay, so I don't know what his item is yet. I don't think, because he's Drain Punched me, but he didn't gain leftovers, didn't lose Life Orb recoil. So I'm thinking he might be Chesto Berry. And that the set is like Bulk Up, Knock Off, Drain Punch, and Rest. There we go. So he does have Rest. That's confirmed. Still haven't seen Shetskin. He might have Moxie, because I don't see the reason why the Chesto set would have Shetskin. I don't think he usually would. Multiple times. Anyway, so at some point this guy's going to rest and I need to get rid of him. And I don't really have a great way to. Other than like Swords Dance, Brick Break, but maybe Superior can do it. I'll just start the Infestation Train. Get him resting sooner. Shuckle's not going to stop this guy from sweeping, obviously. So I didn't keep track of how much HP Shuckle lost, but I think he'll survive another turn and probably doesn't best this turn. Yeah, he didn't, because he can Drain Punch. So let's pay attention to how much Toxic does. So he does 30% from Toxic. So yeah, he's definitely gonna rest. Either he's gonna rest or he's gonna die. I'm fine either way. And I'm hoping that Superior can get the upper hand here while he uses Rest. Oh, apparently he's not resting. Okay. I guess you're a gunner then. Kinda sucks to take a hit with Superior because it could have swept, but this thing also could have swept me. I guess he was afraid to use Rest here. But I do have the webs up, so he will be pretty slow for the rest of the battle. Okay, so Walrein, whatever. I don't have a great answer to it. It's round battle, so you can never expect to have a good answer to anything. Arceus with Brick Break is probably okay. Greninja doesn't do too well, because its best move against it is U-turn. So I will go into Arceus. Take Ice Beam to the face. Don't get any leftovers or anything because I have Ghost DMZ, which is a pretty good, powerful move. Let's see, I can take 2 more Ice Beams so I can Swords Dance up here. If he roars me or something, so be it. Brick Break. Never Ending Nightmare probably KOs this, but I feel like I can afford to go for a 2-hit KO with Brick Break. Yep, and then hopefully the last Pokemon won't be faster, or the next Pokemon won't be faster. And I can get rid of 2 Pokemon with 1. That's always good in random battles. Just trading Pokemon. I can still get swept pretty easily because I have like 3 weakened Pokemon now. Okay, this thing is slower, unless it's Scarf, but he got caught by the sticky web, so he cannot be faster. Shadow Force. Is this the move that takes the extra turn? Yeah. So I should use the Z move here to not have to charge an extra turn. Let's get rid of Jirachi. Goodbye. That used up my Z move, but that's fine. So far ahead now. Okay, so now we're bringing out the big guns apparently. It's Primal Kyogre. So I will try to Shadow Force it. You can't really protect against it in any way. You can just switch out his Kyogre if he wants to, but that's fine. And hopefully we'll get another big hit in before we go down. I don't think it will kill. Kyogre is pretty bulky. Wow, that came closer than I thought it would, and he's letting me get another move in, so... Easy kill with Brick Break. So far it's looking like an Arceus sweep. A low on 9 kills. Well, I will die to heal in a couple turns. Unless this has like Ice Shard. I think I could just Brick Break KO it. Oh right, wait. Oh yeah, it's only part ice. My bad. Okay. So Shadow Force actually does more. Should have gone for that. It's fine because with the amount of damage that Brick Break was doing, I don't think Shadow Force would KO it. Oh wow, that's a good play. Using Aurora Veil the turn that I was up in the air, or whatever the hell Shadow Force is. Still got a KO. I think it might ignore the thing. Can't really tell anymore. I'll just send in Superior since it already knows that thing is there. Okay, that's not a great matchup for Superior, but we'll get through. We'll glare this thing to nerf its speed even further. Basically making it impossible for him to sweep. Get a Lucky Paralysis, but I don't think it affects the outcome of this battle at all. I'll just Leech Seed. I can't really hurt this thing because it's 4-time resistant to grass. Unfortunate. The Fiery Dance. Do I have something that just gets rid of this thing? Yeah, this Hand Smash can miss, Hydro Pump can miss. Guess we'll go with Tyrantrum. Yeah, just I think 2 Earthquakes should do it, or Dragon Claws. But I'm afraid of Burning Thing or whatever. Oh, that doesn't do shit. What the hell? You're so weak. Right, okay, let's go for Head Smash. Just go for it. There we go. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Apparently I don't have any RAM battles on this account, but that's fine. I would go on my main account, but I would get PMs all the time because I still have some kind of status on Showdown. Okay, Mewtwo is always pretty scary. I have no idea whether it is X or Y. But I think Mana Buzz is decent against either way. I don't have a Dark move, but I do have Toxic, and if it's X, I can Brave Bird it. So I have a Mega Sableye, which is pretty insane. Lilligant, who is also a really good sweeper. God of Tornadoes. Yeah, I'm really liking this team. Pretty good. Well, Toxic Mewtwo, because it's a big threat, and turn on the timer. Is editing not my favorite thing to do. Now let me know guys if you enjoy this kind of content. I like doing something different every once in a while. Okay, so he's Mewtwo X, which means I can stay in for pretty much forever, I think. I don't have Roosts, but I do have Great Bird. Kind of want to keep it around for defog reasons though. If he has hazards, I would like to keep it around. Sableye doesn't have recovery either. In fact, pretty much none of these do. I could go Latios. That doesn't seem too bad, but I kind of want to just use Brave Bird. I'll just use Brave Bird. It's whatever. Okay. I have Choice Scarf Roost apparently, that's kind of weird. Whatever, I'll just attack. Okay, like, if you asked me, does Mewtwo learn Stone Edge, I would have said yes. I think Mewtwo X learns Stone Edge, but I didn't expect him to have it. So, now I'll just go into Sableye, like a good stall player. And if he has anything with hazards, he might send it out now to get the most out of him. But Sableye's Mega Bounce will, or whatever it is, Magic Bounce, will bounce it right back. Lucario seems like a pretty good matchup. If it's physically oriented, I can just Will-O-Wisp it. Can't be Mega Lucario because his Mewtwo already was Mega. If it's special Lucario, so be it. Okay, this guy doesn't know what Sableye does. It's too bad for him. Guess that means we can Calm Mind up, right? Because he's physical. So the burn should nerf him to the point where I can set up. I don't have Recover, thankfully, because well, it's unfortunate for me, but Recover would be pretty broken, I think, on this set in random battles, since it's just so hard to work around for a random team. Like, even OU teams kind of struggle with Sableye. I'll set up like 2 Calm Minds and then start attacking. Yeah, I think this guy might be done for. And I want to keep Calm Minding, because he'll probably freeze me at some point. I'll get one more. One more. Famous last words from a greedy person. Okay, so he has Justified, so I don't want to boost his thing, so don't use Dark Pulse, just Shadow Ball. He doesn't resist that, I don't believe. So I think 2 Shadow Balls should get rid of him. In fact, I think if I Calm Mind like 2 more turns, I can 1-kill with Shadow Ball, but I don't really feel like it. I really don't get why he keeps trying to close combat me though. Don't get why he's moving so slow either. I guess this is the bottom of the ladder. Hurry up, Super Johto. Oh, okay. Well, I don't think this guy is coming back. He doesn't seem like the type to come back. If he does, whatever. I'll play 2 games at one time. So let's get another game. Okay, facing off Tornadus against Golisopod. Golisopod is pretty bad here because it's weak to flying. It's also pretty bad in general because if you hit it, then it switches out, I think, or at least when it's below 50%. My flying resist is nowhere to be found. I think my best bet is Milotic because its special defense is decent. Or Licky. I like Milotic better though because I have Recover. I would love to like have an opportunity to set up a Ferrothorn, but I think these things do have Heat Wave. Okay, so he knocks off my item. That's unfortunate. Not much I can do about it. I'll get a Toxic off. I could also Recover to Scout what he's gonna do, but I don't think he's going to go for a Hurricane, and if he does, he's gonna have to hit me twice. If that's even not enough to KO me. Yeah, I am glad to get this thing poisoned. Jinx is pretty scary, and I'm not just talking about the way it looks. So I don't have Marvel skill, I have competitive, so there's no point in just going to sleep. I think at least what he'll do is go for Lovely Kiss. I don't have a great way to deal with Jinx, but most Pokemon can KO it. Basically my entire team is physical. I'd like to keep this as a switching to random things, so I think I'll have Golisopod take this one. Oh, he's just going straight for the Side Shock. Alright then. Well, this thing has Dry Skin, I think, almost always. Okay, so we'll go for a priority first impression. Yep, that gets him. It's a good thing I thought of that. Okay, so first impression, I think it only works on the turn you're out, kind of like Fake Out, and it has like +2 priority. It's a pretty big move. I don't know if you guys like TCG or not, but in the trading card game, Golisopod just almost won the World Championships. Almost did. And in TCG, it also has first impression. This guy back yet? Nope, he's not back. So we have a win here. And it looks like we're good here. Okay, so Medicham. I don't want to mess with Medicham. Obviously, I'm slower. And if he hits me, I just go out, so I'll just go for the Aqua Jet. Oh, okay. Beat me to it then. Well, I'm fine with getting Aqua Jets off all day long. He's not even doing enough to like really negate my leftovers. So I'll keep using Aqua Jet. Good thing he's not Mega Medicham. Okay. So I guess he figures I don't have any bug moves besides First Impression. Or he wouldn't bring it in like this. Special defense is garbage, so if he uses like Draco Meteor, everyone's done for. I don't think they usually have in Power Fire in random battles, so I'm gonna switch to Ferrothorn and get up to Stealth Rocks. I don't know if the crit matters. I don't think an HP Fire KOs me from here, so I'll just set up the Stealth Rocks, and it should nerf Tornadus. Okay, it doesn't KO, but he does have it, so I'll get him up once and I'll protect. And that should let me tank another if I want to. Oh, hello. I'll probably boost his special attack to the point where he can kill me. Good thing I'm not letting him. And now what I think I'll do is I'll get Melodic in and get my recover. He should HP Fire again. Yeah. And now I can just heal this thing. That way I can take hits from Tornadus and probably Latios. Yeah, that wasn't gonna do shit anyway. In fact, it's probably in some way better for him to miss that. I guess not anymore. Yeah, that's pathetic. So I'm only really afraid of this with Melodic if he has Calm Mind's Refresh, but I don't think he does. And even if he did, he will probably run out of Draco Meteors before he could really get to me. Recovery moves are so good in this format. Okay, Suicune. Doesn't look like he has Chesto Rest, so at least I should Toxic him. Suicune has no good recovery besides Rest, I don't believe. Yeah, that isn't gonna do anything. So I can go to Ferrothorn here, get some more health back, and maybe get a Spike up. Oh, he predicted that apparently. Well played, but it's not going to do a whole lot, is it? He might switch out here, but that's fine. I think Protect fails if your opponent switches out, so you can use it again. Wonder if Medicham showed a fighting move. Kind of curious if it has high jump kick or not. Okay, so we can take another Ice Beam if you want to. I don't actually have Power Whip, so I can't really punish him for anything. I'll just go for Spikes. Latios might have Defog. Okay, he got impatient. I mean, so far what I've showed him is basically a stall team, so I can't really blame him. Apparently I reconnected. That's weird. This looks like a Rage Quit to me, so I think I'll just get another. How far in are we? Okay, not even 20 minutes. Okay, so we got Wobbuffet versus Whiscash. Gonna keep my eyes on this just in case. I like Wobbuffet. I don't like switching in Wobbuffet on anything, so I think I might just get rid of this Whiscash. Whiscash is pretty annoying because it gets the Dragon Dance. The rest of my team is not looking too good. I do have Mimikyu, which apparently burns Wood Hammer, and Bisharp, who's also pretty strong, but he doesn't have Swords Dance. And everything else is pretty mediocre. Oh, actually, Miss Mekkah is a very good Pokemon. So I think I'll just Encore here because he might Dragon Dance. Yeah. So it's always the dilemma when you're facing Wobbuffet. If you use a setup move, then it will Encore you into it. But if you attack it, you'll obviously get hit by Counter or Mirror Coat. So now I can use this to set up a Nasty Plot on my own, because I think Encore lasts 4 turns? 3 turns, okay, so just 2 more turns actually. So I switch in, and he uses a setup thing, then I use a setup thing, and he sets up the thing, and then he kills me. So I actually think I want to go to Mimikyu here. I'm too scared to like bring in his Magius and start setting up myself. Instead, I'll just threaten the Wood Hammer KO. Yeah. don't think he's expecting it either, because I wasn't, so obviously no one knows what it does. So I take a lot of damage, but the disguise is still intact, so Mimikyu can take another hit. And I think this was worth it, just to get rid of Wish Gash. It's weird that, as weird as it sounds, Wish Gash is a threat. Klinklang can also set up and sweep things, but it's not as strong. Exploud is probably decent against it. Be sharp. Resists like everything. It resists return and gear grind. I think I'll go Bisharp. He'll probably... yeah, okay. I thought he might either use gear grind or the setup move. Shift gear or whatever. I'll knock off first, I guess, to knock off his item. Now Brick Break. And hopefully that combination should KO it. Probably not, because Klinklang is kind of bulky, I think. Klinklang. Yeah, we probably won't 2-hit KO, but knockoff is better on switches like this. So we knock off Spin as Life Orb. I think Spin Dash usually like Trick Room. It's slower than me at least, so I can just get rid of it with Brick Break. Spin Dash is pretty funny in random battles because it gets Superpower and Contrary. I think it's what it's called. Spin Dash. Yeah, that's Contrary. So you use Superpower to boost your own defense and attack. And that would be pretty strong if it wasn't for the fact that it was Spin Dash. Okay, so I have Iron Head, but I'm slower. So I'm gonna go out into Mismagius because he hasn't seen it yet. So he's probably not expecting it. And then I can Will-O-Wisp him. And that should nerf both Mamoswine and Klinklang, so he's gonna have to reveal something new. That's always good. Making people reveal Pokemon. I always try to keep some Pokemon hidden, but sometimes you are forced to bring things in. I think there's like a decent amount of skill in random battles. Not enough to where it's like competitive. This guy turned the timer around, yeah. So why are you so slow then? Okay, so he didn't really have an answer to Mismagius, apparently. Because he just let this thing get burned. And he crit me with Ice Shard for like a bazillion damage, but now I can just Nasty Plot up. And the next turn get rid of him. And unless he has a better answer, like a stronger priority move or something fast, this thing is going to run away with the game. Okay, he's not willing to let me set up forever apparently, but this was definitely the wrong turn to switch. I don't usually set up more than one Nasty Plot. Yeah, okay. How's this guy? He also lost. Good, 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 good. Let's keep it going. Espeon versus Mantine. So Espeon is like really scary. Electrode is probably pretty good to deal with it because it's Foul Play. Sharpedo is also pretty decent, and it has a Mega Sharpedo form. No crunch though. And Lunala is also pretty good against Espeon, unless it has like Shadow Ball, then it just wrecks me. I think I'll switch into Electrode. I can't Toxic because of Magic Bounce, so we'll go Electrode. Kyle is a Weep. Okay, that's good to know. I'm happy you told me this. So Espeon's attack is garbage, which means Foul Play probably isn't going to KO it, but its defense is also garbage and it's super effective. So I think it should do enough to where he's scared out. So I can consider using Volt Switch here, but his Switch in might also be a ground type, so I'll just Foul Play. I don't want to mess with Espeon too much. I don't have a lot of other good Pokemon to deal with it. Okay, I would have liked to Full Switch on this, but it's fine. This thing has like a billion hazards. I have Defog though. I can either go to my Defogger, but I think it has Full Switch. I usually do. So I'll taunt him. So he can't get up the rocks, and then we'll Volt Switch. Because he probably doesn't have much business staying in. Okay, if he does that, he's either Volt Switching or Earthquaking, I reckon. So I'll go to Landorus. Gyro Ball, okay. Well, I'm not Rocky Helmets. I don't have. I do have Sword Dance, so I can get one up here. Let's scare him for a little bit. Okay, I definitely cannot KO that, so I should have Earthquaked. This looks like Mega Blastoise to me, if I remember my levels correctly. So I'll just Toxicate with Mantine. Yep, Mega Blastoise. This is probably the best Blastoise counter in the game, because that's like hidden power electric. Pretty defensive so far. Okay, this guy doesn't like defensive battles, I guess. I don't know what's up with all the disconnects. I guess people on the lower ladder aren't really motivated to play these kind of games out. Okay, I'll get like 2 more, I think. This guy just got scared out by a Mantine. That's pretty embarrassing. Okay, we got my favorite Pokemon. Well, not really. Probopass. And we got Cresselia. So I always like setting up Stealth Rock turn 1. Let's see what. Ooh, I've got a Web Swirgle with like Spikes, Spore, Defogging Mew, draw 9 Tills, Crobats, and Vileplume. So not the most powerful team, but we'll deal with it. Let's get up the rocks and the timer. Mienshao, I think usually has a Jump Kick and like Fake Outs. And this guy doesn't have Sturdy, so he's probably going to just KO me. I think I'll go to Crobat, fire off a Super Fang. This is kind of scary. He might have some kind of strong move, so I'll do Brave Bird him. I think Mienshao might be bulky enough to take it, weird enough. It sounds weird. But Crobat isn't the strongest Pokemon out there. Exactly how bulky is Mienshao? Well, actually it's more frail than I remember. So, it shouldn't stay in here. If he does, that's great. If not, I'll get a meaty bit of chip. Yeah, there we go. Definitely wasn't worth using Super Fang there. He might have like knocked me off. Or I think he'll learn Stone Edge as well. I think that's how you look it up. Stone Edge. Yeah. So Danny Kroom sends in Togedemaru. I've seen this guy in battle a couple of times. I'm still not exactly sure what it's supposed to do. I think it has Nuzzle and probably Super Fang. It's kind of like Pachirisu but with a Steel type, I believe. Actually, I think it might be pretty bulky. Togedemaru. No, it's not bulky. What the hell? Okay. So Vileplume can't really do anything against it. Mew has Aura Sphere, so that's probably my best bet. Okay, as expected, I got nuzzled. Synchronize won't work. And I'll Aura Sphere to pop the balloon. The fact that he stayed in on Crobat makes me believe he doesn't really like switching out much. Because he didn't get anything out of staying in. Alright, Danny CRM, hurry up. Okay, that doesn't do shit, but at least I popped the balloon. I guess I can Aura Sphere. Again. Zingzap can flinch, I think. That's kind of annoying. Okay, so now I should wish again. If I get to attack twice, he dies, but if not, I'm gonna have to go for like taunts. Yeah, this is annoying. How much flinch chance does Zingzap have? 30? Yeah. So I don't have recovery. I can either put him to sleep or keep trying with Mew. I guess I'll keep trying with Mew, and then if that doesn't work, I'll put him to sleep. So at this point, Mew is so low that it really isn't that useful anymore. Okay, if I can break through now, although no, the damage rolls are too high. He's gonna kill me. Oh, I guess not. I guess he was predicting the switch, or he misclicked. Because there was no way Nuzzle was gonna kill me. Okay, so that's why you shouldn't really like try switching around too much in round battles sometimes. Just Sometimes people give you a gift like that. Sometimes they do that. So that's kind of chill. I like doing random battles. Okay, so Cresselia's back. I guess to set up Calm Mind or maybe Trick Room, I will taunt it. Okay, no Trick Room, I guess. Since Cresselia does so little damage, I can switch around and keep this as sacrificial fodder. We can go to Ninetales. We won't take anything from Ice Beam. I'd like to keep the balloon on Poet Pass, so I think that's my best bet. I can also go Smeargle, set up webs and spikes and stuff. But that will break my Focus Sash, so I think I'll just go Ninetales. If he doesn't have Psyshock, I can set up a substitute. I can also Nasty Bluff. Taunt is like one more turn, right? Data, taunts. 3 turns, yeah. So I can set up a Nasty Block here. Okay, Substitute wouldn't have worked. And now we can get a really powerful Fire Blast off. I think this will 2-shot, because Cresselia is super bulky. Okay, that's a pretty risky switch in. Got some Deep Fried Swan over here. I'm gonna assume he doesn't have a Weather Setter, and I'll just use Solar Beam. If he has Tyranitar, well played. But I think if he did, he would have switched it in earlier. Because the risk of Solar Beam is if they change the weather, then you're stuck with a turn of charging. Okay, I'll get one last game. Because I'm tired of these games not completing. Okay, we got Conkeldurr against Electivire. And I don't have an Assault Vest, so this is gonna hurt if he attacks me. I don't have Mach Punch here, so I don't think I would actually win this exchange. I get a lot back from Drain Punch though. My switch into this is like Jolteon, who's not a very good switch in. These things can carry Earthquake, so I think when your matchup is bad in random battles, I think it's better to just take a trade. Just take the hit and then Drain Punch. And hopefully weaken the thing that threatens the team. Looks like he was just scouting what I was going to go for and went for a Volt Switch. And I can't really touch this, I guess. Well, I could knock off. Apparently I'm 1 point faster than max speed Marowak, so knock off on the Thick Club seems good. Goodbye. And of course I'm also Guts, so that also helps. I didn't expect Marowak to die there. Its defense is pretty good, but then again Conkeldurr is really powerful. So we expected to trade with Electivire, and instead we killed this Marowak. That's pretty cool. Tapu Koko. Okay, that will boost Electivire, and again my electric resists are pretty limited. So I think I'm gonna do what I did against Thingy. Oh right, these have Dazzling Gleam. Rip. I remembered it was a fairy. I didn't remember that I would actually use a fairy move for some reason. Okay, so we are very short on options here. But Drapion I think is the best one. So these guys all die. And we'll go for a Poison Jab, I suppose. Actually Knockoff is stronger. No wait, it's not. What am I doing? Well whatever, he Volt Switched anyway, so now it looks like I made a sick prediction. Yep, got him. Just like last Fortress, I don't want him to set up hazards. I don't even. I like Delibird as my defogger or my Rapid Spinner. That's not gonna work. So we'll taunt. And he went for a Gyro Ball. That's good play. Guess what I can do here is go Jolteon, set up a sub, or go Freezing and set up some Toxic Spikes. I think I'll go for the Toxic Spikes. Because if he doesn't have a poison type, then I'm going to get some sick damage in on these other Pokemon. I know Fortress can use Rapid Spin, but if he doesn't spin this turn, I can Fire Blast it. Looks like he went out with Volt Switch. And since I went first against this Fortress, anything that comes in gets poisoned, and that's good. I believe that's how it works. Yeah, okay, so he didn't want that. He wanted to have none of that. So a bunch of disconnections through the battles, but I guess that's just lower ladder for you. Let me know if you enjoyed this. I enjoyed recording it at least. Thanks for watching.